These are solutions to the problems on page 387, number 17 through 21 odd. First up, number 17 says that f of x is x plus 9 and g of x is x minus 9. Simply adding them together is not so complicated. X plus 9 plus x minus 9. The x's combine and the 9's cancel, meaning this is 2x. Subtraction, again, not too complicated. The only complication is this minus sign. X minus x cancels. 9 minus negative 9, that's 18. So it's 18. Okay, multiplying x plus 9 times x minus 9. If you FOIL, you get x squared minus 9x plus 9x minus 81. The 9x's cancel, and so you have x squared minus 81. All right, for the last one, f over g of x, that would be this function divided by that function. They have no factors in common. It cannot be simplified. Therefore, that is the answer. All right, so that's number 17's solutions. All right, moving on to number 19. We've got different functions now. F of x is 2x squared. G of x is 8 minus x. So adding them, here's f of x, and here's g of x. There's really nothing to do except reorder it. 2x squared minus 8 plus, oops, that's the same order, minus x plus 8, excuse me. Try to do two things at once. Okay, so that's the answer to the addition. For the subtraction, f of x minus g of x. With the subtraction, you've got to be careful. Distribute that. That's 2x squared plus x minus 8. Okay, multiplying 2x squared times 8 minus x. You would have to distribute that. That's 16x squared minus 2x cubed. The only adjustment you should make to that is to rearrange it so that the cube is first. And there, that looks just a little better. Okay, the last one, the division. F over g. That cannot be simplified. 2x squared only has 3 factors, 2x and x. 8 is even, but x is not, so you can't cancel out a 2. X has an x, 8 does not, so you can't cancel out an 8. Nothing can be canceled out. It's in lowest terms. That's the answer. Okay, last problem in this set. 21. F of x is x squared minus 1. G of x is x over x plus 1. This one's the most complicated one. So adding them would look like this. X squared minus 1 plus x over x plus 1. Well, we can do better than that. X squared minus 1 is not a fraction, but this is. So let's make it a fraction. Now let's get a common denominator. We'll need to multiply the top and bottom of that by x plus 1. So bottom's easy. It's 1 times x plus 1. The top is the one that's tricky. So foiling, I've got x cubed, okay, plus x squared minus x minus 1 all over x plus 1. So that's this part of it. Add to that x over x plus 1. Okay, well, when you add fractions that have the same denominator, you just have to add the numerator and keep the denominator. And so this x is going to cancel out that one. And so that means that I can just do that, and there's the answer. X cubed plus x squared minus 1 all over x plus 1. Okay, now on the subtraction side, I have the same issue where I need a common denominator. Fortunately, I've already done that work, so let me go ahead and get that back. X cubed plus x squared, remember there was a minus x there, minus 1 over x plus 1. This is f of x, but it has the same denominator as g of x. Subtract x over x plus 1. Well, now those two x's are both negative, and so they don't cancel, they combine. That's x cubed plus x squared minus 2x minus 1 all over x plus 1. Let me make sure to circle that answer, not this. That's not the answer. That was a step I was trying to highlight. Okay, f times g. That's going to look like this. F times g. Again, when it is not a fraction times a fraction, it's helpful to make this into a fraction so we can apply the fraction rules. When you multiply two fractions, you just go across the top and across the bottom. So x times x squared is x cubed, x times 1 is x, and then x plus 1. There you go. This cannot be simplified. They don't have any, hold on a second. Wait just a moment. This can be simplified. I've got to step back a second. X squared minus 1, well, that's x plus 1 times x minus 1. These should cancel out. So what factor do these have in common? Well, they have in common the factor x plus 1. So if you reduce this, it's actually just x minus 1 times x. That was the answer. Okay, I think I had mentioned in class that something wouldn't have to be canceled out, and I did not see that coming, so sorry about that. F over g of x. Here we are. So that is asking for f over g. Yuck. Let's flip and multiply. X squared minus 1 as a fraction times the reciprocal of this, x plus 1 over x. Yeah, we're not going to get much better than this. I am going to work to the left, though, because I can see I'm almost out of frame. X plus 1 times x squared minus 1. X times x squared is x cubed. X squared times 1 is x squared. Negative 1 times x is negative x, and negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Oh, I already did that up there. Oh well, did it again. And on the bottom is x. That can't be simplified. There's nothing to cancel out, so there's the answer for that one. Okay, those are the solutions to the odd problems on page 387, 17 through 21.